New at 6, the Department of Justice has launched an investigation into the shooting death of Sonya Massey.
The woman was shot by a sheriff's deputy in Springfield.
Our Tara Molina's with us now. Tara, we're hearing not only from Massey's children for the first time, but also from a police expert who says the deputies made mistakes here.
Exactly, Marie and Joe. The police expert that I talked to today said that this entire encounter should have ended on Massey's front porch, calling this one of the least explainable police shootings he has ever seen. Her family speaking out, demanding justice. They say if it weren't for the video, no one would know the whole truth. We want to warn you, it's video that's hard to watch.
Oh, it hurts you. You called us.
You're watching police body-worn camera video of the deadly police shooting earlier this month. Sonya Massey called 911 to report a prowler outside of her home, and Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson and his partner showed up. You see them outside and then inside her house. Mistake one, according to University of Pittsburgh School of Law professor and use of force expert.
Never had to happen.
David Harris.
The whole encounter could have ended on the front porch.
Deputy Grayson eventually instructing Massey to check on the stove. He says they don't need a fire while there. That's when things take a turn. Massey turns off the stove and picks up a pot. Harris calls this the pivotal moment.
She simply says, while she's holding this pot of water, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. This is not a threat. This is not a sign of danger, but this causes one of the deputies to pull his weapon.
Deputy Grayson, who raises his gun. Massey is seen apologizing and ducking for cover. That's when he shoots her. 3 shots are heard.
It just gives no basis for using force, and certainly not deadly force.
Massey's family speaking out in a press conference with their attorney Ben Crump after meeting with Governor J.B. Pritzker, where they called for legislation to improve policing.
She's just the most loving person ever. I don't know. That's the person that made me just feel so loved.
Massey's 17-year-old son and mother sitting down with CBS News.
I don't know how this could be real. I'm sorry.
They say police weren't transparent about what happened.
They said it's under investigation. And then they said that they told the doctor, the hospital, that she committed suicide first. And then they changed it. They kept changing their story.
We're going to get justice for sure. I know. We are for sure.
Grayson has pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder. Joining us now is Sonya's father. His name is James Wilburn, along with civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump, who is representing the family. Good morning to you both. I want to start with you, Mr. Wilburn, because this video that we saw earlier was heartbreaking to those of us who didn't even know Sonya. I cannot imagine what it is like for you to have known your daughter the way that you did. And I know when these stories happen, it's just another story in the news. But for you, I always say, the victim was somebody's everything. So before we get into the details of the case, please tell us what she was like and what you're missing most about her. Who was she?
She was one of my 4 daughters. I don't think that looking at that tape with my old heart from before 2022, I had quadruple heart bypass surgery, and I suffer from congestive heart failure. But I don't think my old heart could have taken this.
You know, I'm hearing that you were told conflicting stories. What were you told, the circumstances of this shooting?
Well, I was never told that it was a deputy-involved shooting. We were under the impression that she was killed by the intruder or some other person from the street or something, and they just went in there and found her dead body. I did not find out that the deputies killed her until my brother asked for Sonya's address, and I gave it to him. And he said, "Brother, this says deputies involved." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" But we were all misled to believe that. And then there was a story that this was self-inflicted, a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Oh my goodness.
So I think the cover-up started from just right after it happened. Thank God for the body camera footage. It's probably
yeah.
the most horrible and heart-wrenching thing that we've ever seen in our lives. But if it were not for the body cam footage, we would not have known that this occurred.
Yes, I say thank goodness too for that body cam footage, because we in the video it clearly shows she was not approaching him with steaming hot water, number one, which is what he said at the beginning. When he was asked about the gun, clearly there was no gun. She had said to the officer, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," which seemed to set him off. What do you think she meant? What does that mean? What was going on that you think that she would say those words to him?
I think that she feared for her life. There was some premonition that she had. And it seems like he was just an emissary of Satan. And that's what caused him to do what he did. It's just unexplainable.
Yeah.
In just under 4 years, what have you learned about that? And to the point that Mr. Wilburn is making and that Gail was just talking about, what does it say to you that the first thing that we hear Officer Grayson say after he has killed Sonya is, "She was coming at me with boiling water"?
You know, it's just no justification, no matter what he tries to say. We see this video with our own eyes. And Vlad, this is one of the worst videos of a police shooting ever. I mean, he did not have to shoot her. And you see him, even though he's trying to say he wasn't going to have this boiling water get to him, he actually walks around the counter and engages to get a better shot. And that's what the state attorney's investigation found, that he actually engaged her. He could have done so many things to not shoot her in the face. He could have backed up. He could have used taser. I mean, it was the size difference. Vlad and Gail, he's over two times as big as her. She's 5'1", 110 pounds. He's like 6'5", 260 pounds. It's just senseless and god-awful.
Do with what?
Huh?
What do you need help with?
Nothing. I just wanted to see if I could help me.
What do you want help with?
Huh?
What do you want help with?
I heard somebody outside.
Yeah, we checked your house. We checked your backyard. I walked all the way through all these backyards. We checked your front yard. We didn't see nobody. So nobody's out here.
You didn't see anybody?
Nope. Nope.
Oh.
Checked the whole area.
Okay.
What took you so long to answer the door?
Oh, I was trying to put on some clothes, sir. I'm sorry. I was trying to get.
I got you. All right. Is there anything else we can do for you?
Huh?
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. All right. You doing all right mentally?
Yes.
Sure.
My medicine and stuff.
All right. What is your last name? Shouldn't have to think about your last name. You're not in trouble. I just need to text.
Massey.
Huh?
Massey.
What? You have an ID? That makes things so much easier. You can stand that stack right there, maybe.
1 second.
Check on her.
Let me get this.
No, we don't need a fire while we're here.
Right. Okay. Let me see. Okay.
All right.
Where you going?
Huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I was rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Huh?
Rebuke you in the name of
You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot. Fuck. I was on.